Welcome to People on the Move, those movers and shakers that can come together and make your communities and make themselves and their businesses grow. Hi, I'm Elder Charles Bird.
And I am Tom Dominguez, and we are happy that you are going to be joining this broadcast today, or at least looking at us anyway, right?
Oh, yes.
We've got some great stories.
Wonderful stories, yes.
Yeah. So before we get started, though, let me just give a friendly reminder. We really want you all to attend the Boss Up.
And it's your boy St. James, StopBeefingRadio.com. As far as the Boss Up Conference, it's really a great networking opportunity. It's a great opportunity to learn a little bit about business and learn a little bit about how to connect to the community through businesses. So definitely love what they're doing. They're teaching people how to, own their own business, and ownership is the most important thing in our community right now. We definitely need a lot of owners and business owners out there.
Which is going to be in Indianapolis, and I should have said the Boss Up Conference. It's going to be in Indianapolis, Indiana, August the 19th through the 24th. So make sure that you go out to the website, which is everythingunderground.com. Sign up for a membership. It is only $40, folks. Okay, this will get you in the Boss Up. This will also keep you connected with EU.
All right.
Everything Underground. Okay?
Everything Underground.
Go out there and sign yourself up. The other thing that we want to remind you of is the Trailblazer Awards.
Absolutely anybody can get it. Trailblazer.
Which is going to be in Kansas City.
Kansas City, here we come.
Yeah, Kansas
On
City.
our way.
October the 6th.
Yes.
2019. And we are ready.
Yes, we're ready.
We're ready. That's going to be a great night, great celebration. It's going to honor those people that are, as Elder said, movers and shakers who are doing great things in their communities. So we can't wait for that. You don't want to miss that either.
And we want you and your family and friends to join us because it is truly going to be a great time.
Yes. So, Elder, we got some great stories today, like we said. So, what do you have on your radar?
Two-time term Mayor Nan Whaley, my hometown, Dayton, Ohio. And she is proud of the community and been working hard for several years. But they had a KKK rally on 25 May here in Dayton, Ohio, and they were stuck with a $650,000 bill. Now, my concern, and only because I had tried to have events of a public nature in different cities, and they would always tell me the security package, the cost of shutting down certain streets, and the overtime for different officers, and all those things that goes along with those packages. And they always pass that cost on to the vendor. I am trying to find out how a person with all this knowledge and experience gets stuck, administrating or conservator over the city, and gets stuck with a $650,000 bill.
Amazing.
That is amazing, because they only had 9 people out there supporting them.
Right.
The rest were people who were demonstrators and things of this nature. But they cited 350 officers, security for like fences and things of that nature, barriers, blocking the streets down, things of that nature.
Right.
And I understand it would cost. My concern is, how was that cost not given to the vendor?
That's a good question.
Yeah. You have something, can I say it like I feel it?
Say it.
This is not a sorority or a nice group, or they come to give every culture a good deal or a pleasant opportunity. This is your classic, traditional, long-term year serving hate group. Hate group. They come to hate. Okay, so how is it that the city is stuck with a $650,000 bill? My tax dollar, your tax dollars.
Right.
People who can't hardly feed themselves their tax dollars, paying or supporting something that they totally come up against. This is a hate group.
Right. I totally agree with you, Elder. And as we were talking about a few moments ago, we noticed that the police officers were out on the roads this past week, and they were pulling people over left and right and handing out tickets. So the running, I don't call it a joke because I don't think it's funny.
No.
But the running talk about this was that they were making quota, trying to make up for this $650,000 deficit that they created or that they allowed, and it's really sad, and especially in light of what's happening in our city right now with the tornado disasters that occurred last week, and there's so many families that need help right now.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, and we'll get into it more and more. But when you look at the double compound and the different comments that many different actors or celebrities were making as they were taking a good look at both the rally as well as the tornadoes just a few days apart, and the stress and the mess that would come together that people had to endure. It's been an interesting weekend, and it's been an interesting city based on how they had to either react or respond to the what do I want to say, tumultuous perspective of both a rally and 16 double-digit tornadoes. We don't know how many because it kept going up, and it ranged everything from EF0 to an EF5, I think, depending on which area you're living in. A weekend that will live in infamy. I mean, you're not going to forget this.
Right.
And you're not going to forget where you were, how you were feeling, and how your tax dollars is now being attacked based on these events.
Right.
And I use the words attack, and I don't think that is a personal issue, though this is the fact. You are going to be different as the summer goes on as a direct result of these events.
Yeah, I agree with that. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, that's all. Just want to ask that question.
It's a hard story.
Yeah, it's a hard story.
It's making
a hard
a lot
question.
of people think, yeah, it's making a lot of people think.
Two-time mayor.
Yeah.
Term mayor.
Wow.
Should have enough experience.
Yeah.
How does that happen? You know, as the commercial goes, how fun is that? Okay, I'm through.
So on a lighter note, okay, let's talk about a African American female from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Who is 24 years old, and she is an osteopathic doctor.
Wow.
Her name is Dr. Ashley Peterson.
Okay.
And I emphasize that doctor in front of her name, Dr. Ashley Peterson.
Yes.
24 years old.
24.
Atlanta, 24. Out of Atlanta, Georgia. Ashley completed high school at the age of 15.
Oh, wow.
She graduated with honors. She went to college. She signed into North Carolina the same year, age 15. She graduated by age 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's tremendous.
It is. She's the youngest black osteopathic doctor, and they're saying it's ever in modern history. This news is coming from blacknews.com, and Ashley was, when she was in school, she went through a lot of different things to get to her goal for graduating, and it wasn't very easy because she was always the youngest of her class in school, in college. A lot of people would turn away from her because of her age. They didn't trust that she had enough knowledge to do the job because she was so young. But with the help of her family, she pushed through it. Her tenacity is just unheard of for someone her age. And she's going to be starting her own family practice.
Yeah, because I was going to ask that. Yeah.
Yeah, she is. She is going to have a family medicine residency at Morehouse School of Medicine in Atlanta, and that's starting July 2019. Okay. So this is a great story.
It's a tremendous story.
Yeah, it really is. It's osteopathic. Like I said, it's a young person, and this has never occurred in modern history.
No. So, can I say something else?
Sure.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not being cruel. But I go back personally, and I was happy to graduate 17, 18. No, I'm serious.
Right.
I'm serious. I'm proud of this young lady.
Mm-hmm.
I struggled to graduate at 17, 18. I forgot how old it was. It's been too long. But I was happy to graduate.
Right.
And here this young lady is doing it at 15.
15.
I don't want to let that part go over too fast. I'm proud of her.
Right.
I think that is a tremendous accomplishment.
Yes.
She didn't stop there, did she?
No.
Went right on with her goals and objectives.
Yes.
You know, and I tried to tell people, have a goal without a plan is a wish list. Obviously, she had a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, she chose the right plan.
That's right.
And she implemented that plan.
Yes, she did.
And these are all huge things. I love it.
Yes. Yes.
I love it. I like her success story, and I wish her well in her practice.
Yes. She will do well.
Yes.
She will do well. How can you not do well and you got this far at such a young age?
Well, you know, we don't want to take anything for granted, but we want to do everything we can to support her. I don't have a lot of money. I don't have any money, but I can actually speak things into existence. That's some of the things that we could do. We may not be able to impact somebody personally, but certainly and clearly we can wish her well, speaking into existence. We put a lot of things out there in the trees. Put positiveness in the trees. Support this young lady. That's
right.
all.
That's right. She also, I forgot to mention, she not only got good grades, but she participated in things outside of college towards her degree. She majored in anthropology, number one, and she graduated with honors. So it's like
She didn't choose anything light, did she?
Oh, she was
The heavy stuff.
Yeah, she was all into it.
Yes, proud of you.
Very good girl, and with her head on straight and know where she wants to go. So congratulations to Dr. Ashley Peterson.
AP. Congratulations to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's next? What do we have next?
Well, I don't know why I'm picking all the hard stuff, but you know, sometimes I could be controversial, and I might as well just go ahead and be myself. Pamela Turner, 44 years old, Baytown, Texas. She screamed, "Go ahead and shoot me, and I'm pregnant," and she yelled a lot of inflammatory things the night that a police officer shot her. But these were words. Words could never, ever really hurt you. But there was a way that an officer found fit to shoot her and fatally shot the woman. So 3 days go by and she's being memorialized, and the officer is allowed to return back to work the same day that she was being memorialized. These are the facts, not getting ahead of the facts, not putting an opinion on the facts, but let's just take that around the block for a moment. Again, if my tax dollars are paying for someone who is really being an antagonist as opposed to serving and protecting me, I have to question in real good, honest, conscious faith, how is this possible? How is it that it has been rumored and well known among the community that she has mental health issues? And you got to think here, let's just look at all those who could have played a part, didn't play a part as a direct result of economic strangulations. Mental health is something that was cut. They tried to combine mental health and substance abuse and drug and alcohol all together in the same. I get it. Sometimes it fits, sometimes it don't. But here's one of the underserved situations that you got to think, I wonder what would have happened if she had been served a little more as it relates to mental health. I wonder what would have happened if there had been a little more of a training. Do I want to use the word empathy, but I do want to use the word understanding. on the part of the police officer who may be dealing with a person who is not conducive to group dynamics, maybe to group ordering commands, and that you may need a special touch. You know, a lot of times in 2019 and beyond, you are dealing with people who need an extraordinary touch, a complete communication that is effective, not just something that you're just throwing out words, and once those words are over with, now here comes a physical discussion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to think along the lines, what if this was my mother? What if this was my aunt?
Right.
What if this was my sister or grandmother or something? How could I best serve this individual who appears to be very irritated or agitated based on the facts as they see it, so that I can best help this person? I got to figure out, and I'm just asking a question, is a gun always going to answer someone's question or silence the problem?
Once again, they do it because they can. They do it because they can.
Privilege.
And they get away from it, or get away with it. And obviously they get away with it because he's right back at work.
Yeah, right back at work.
She's eulogized. What?
You know.
Right. Right.
Maybe we're going to change stories.
Maybe we better.
Yeah.
You're about to get them.
Nah.
I think you already got them.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
that's
something to think
deep.
about. It's very deep.
Yeah.
It's very deep. It's a problem. It's a major problem.
Are you going to be my antagonist or my protector?
Right. You're there to protect us. You're the law. You're supposed to be the peacemakers.
Yeah, let me know what's on your office.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
okay.
Once again, we're going to go to something that's going to be a little bit more positive.
Okay.
Maybe it'll
Yeah, because I'm being a Debbie Downer right now.
Oh, you're not being a Debbie Downer. You're just
Negative
telling the
Nancy?
truth. Negative Nancy either. Negative Ned either.
Okay. All right.
But no, we're going to go to something a little more positive, because the same as we have the negative things and the hard things that we have to deal with in the African American community, is the same that we have great things to happen. So let's talk about Nia.
Who?
Nia Phillips.
Okay.
Nia Phillips.
MP.
MP. He has a nickname.
Acronym for everybody. Go ahead.
Yeah, MP.
Okay.
Nia just turned 16.
Oh, okay.
Her mom, Deidre Phillips, wanted to do something different for her 16th birthday. You know, the
What
Sweet
did she
16
do?
thing.
What did she
Well, Nia wanted a car. So Nia had been talking to her mom, you know, Mom, I want a car, I want a car, I want a car. And that's all she could say is just hint around, I want a car for my 16th birthday. Well, her mom wanted to do something different. She wanted to give her something more. And so what happened was, and the idea actually came from Nia herself. It didn't come from her mom, but it was a text message that Nia had sent her mom months ago. She told her mom that she wanted to sell lip gloss.
Okay.
Right? So they sat down one day and they talked about the lip gloss and, you know, what brand they were going to come up with, the name of the company, and how everything came about was Nia was on YouTube, which, you know, we all use YouTube for everything. Everything is on YouTube. But it showed her how to make lip gloss. And so that's where she got the idea. You know, teenage girls are into makeup and all those things. Well, her mother kept that in her mind about what her daughter had brought to her. So for months, they didn't even talk about it again. But then when her birthday came up, she thought, I'm going to get her own makeup business. So for her birthday, she didn't get the car wrapped in the red ribbon, okay,
What
like
did she get?
a lot of privileged children get. She got a computer sitting on a large table.
Okay.
It was a website with her brand name, her new company name, which is Ni Abri Beauty. Okay.
Ni Abri
Beauty. It had her brand and everything on her website. It had her picture. And then she also had bottles of, or I should say tubes. They called them bottles on Black Enterprise.
I got you.
But it was tubes of different lip glosses.
Yeah. Her own business.
Yeah, she's selling the eyelashes, and she's also selling lipsticks. So she's doing all this on her website. This was her 16th birthday present from her mom. Her mom's thing was that she could buy Nia a car anytime. She wanted to give Nia something that's going to be something that lasts, you know, forever. It's a business. whether or not
Yeah.
she wants to go into entrepreneurship or not. A lot of times kids are sent to school, they're told, go to college and then get the typical job.
Yeah.
Get the best job that you can get, but they're not really taught entrepreneurship. I think you and I talked
We
about
talked
that
about that
before
one time.
in
Yeah,
another
that was
story.
huge. Yeah.
Yeah. But she wants to introduce entrepreneurship to her daughter, and she says that whether she wants to continue to go in that way or not, she will
has
support her.
opportunity. Yeah.
Either way it goes. But the things that she wants to teach her now is how to lead, okay? How to build a vision, time management, team building, customer service, managing finances, marketing. She wants her to know all of these things so that she's equipped for either way that she wants to go. And so I think it's really important for all parents to support their children in any way. But this is a great idea. For
Yeah,
her to
sure
do
it
that
is, because
today.
now she can buy 4 or 5 cars.
Well, that's what was said on the story, that she can buy her own car. She can get on her website and sell all this stuff and get it herself soon enough. So, congratulations to young
both
Nia
of them.
Phillips. Yeah, absolutely.
I like the mom.
Great
the mom.
Yeah.
Great
Great
leadership.
mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I like her listening skills, because we don't always listen to our children, and when we do, we don't really kind of think, is this going to be good for her? Is this something she would do?
Right.
She went ahead and got it for her. And now out of this comes many different teaching tools, not only for her, but for the whole community, because I'm sure family, friends are watching Nia as to what she is going to do with this great opportunity and how it breeds success. And when you strengthen the family, you strengthen the community. My hat goes off to both of them.
Well, yeah, one of her friends, her girlfriend in school told her, she said, because this is what kids say, you got a whole business.
Yeah.
You can, she's the one that told her, you got a whole business. Who cares about a car? You can buy your own car. So yes, absolutely. The children are watching that and taking heed to it. So yeah, great example.
Yeah.
Great example.
And somebody is saying, listen, when you get to your high level, hire me. Show me how I could best be beneficial on this wise. How can I help be myself or help others help others?
Right.
Yeah, that's huge. I love that. I love that. This is where we're headed to now, 2019 and beyond.
Yeah.
It's time out for jealous and envy, or I never had that opportunity when I was that age. What can you do to leave your legacy? Your legacy, Mom, is going to be you are a listener and a thinker. Okay, you are also an innovator. You kind of help facilitate a goal and a plan and a dream of your own child. What is one of the key things that parents have to be? They have to be nurturers. They have to provide adequate physical, love, shelter, and food.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think you did a great job.
There's one more thing that I wanted to mention.
Oh, okay, I took the story. I'm sorry.
You're fine, Elder. Because you mentioned the mom and what the mom did for her daughter, but as well, there's a lot of young people out here that's 16 years old that don't listen to their parents, and so her daughter.
Yeah.
So she got something, and she took something away from that, and she didn't get upset because she didn't get the car with the red bow on it for her birthday.
Yeah.
So she's also listening to her mom, and that's an example too for her peers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How to honor and obey your parents, and at the same time, you might get something out of it.
Exactly, and she did, and it's huge. So hats off to you, Nia.
Great story, Tom. No wonder you said it was going to be a great story.
Yeah, it makes
I
you
love
smile.
it. Yeah.
It makes you smile.
Yeah, after all of that negative I bought, huh?
It's all good. Let's talk about breaking some barriers.
Okay.
Let's break some barriers.
All right. Communication. Let's keep it rolling. Communication.
Okay.
Okay, because all the things that are good and all the things that are bad have come as a direct result of good, effective, or horrible communication. Okay, what we say to people and how it's being perceived kind of dictates way we grow and how we grow, or if we grow. And the mother and daughter, Nia and her mom, is a prime example. When people don't talk things out, don't really look at things, you can see the pitfalls of bad communication.
Oh yeah.
You know, a lot of bad things happen basically because people don't talk to each other. They don't understand each other. If you don't understand each other, you know, you can't talk to them. I always make the position, you know, in order to lead the people, you got to love the people. But if there is no love in you, you can't love something and then try to make sure that they follow, because there's no respect. You know, when you are dealing with a lot of different people, you have to keep in mind that when you have males feed off of respect. This is Bible. And women feed off of love. Okay, so women are about love, men are about respect. Do you ever notice whenever there's an altercation or a problem, you know, from the male point of view is, how could you disrespect me? Why didn't you introduce me to so-and-so and so-and-so? Why didn't you plan another effect? You know, and the women want love, unconditional love. You knew that I had a problem. You still should have loved me through it in the first place. And if we don't communicate upon for those two premises, love and respect, we got issues.
Yeah, we absolutely have issues. The other thing with communication is, because I've run into it so many times, the miscommunication from using text and from and emails and things like that. You cannot effectively. You cannot effectively communicate with people the way that you may need to communicate with them if you're afraid of confrontation. If you you need to get something across that's detrimental.
Oh my
God. You cannot, even if it's something serious, you know, I need to speak with you about how you're treating me or whatever. Things will always be misread. It's just because it's there, it's just not the greatest form of communication.
Don't leave me.
You have to talk to people.
That's downtown.
You know, either face to face or on the phone. You have to talk to people. So. And with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get on the move, because, see, we get passionate when we get to talking about breaking the barriers. We always do. And we can stay on here for hours and hours, because Elder and I both have so much to say. But, yeah, we do have to get on the move.
Yes, we do.
We hope that you enjoyed the show this time.
Yes, and I hope you've been moved and shook.
Right. We hope to see you again the next time. Take care.
God bless you.